Hello and welcome back to Space Engineers. In today's video, we're looking at another starting base that has everything you need to survive in survival mode, and it's very easy to build. Now we're looking at this instead of revisiting the rendering improved mod, because the creator of that mod has actually improved it further to solve all the glaring issues. Buttons and light sources no longer blind you, the planets will no longer blind you if you look at it from the dark, but it still retains all the shininess and reflections on certain metal blocks that makes it look great. And I am using the rendering improved mod currently, and you can see a vast improvement compared to my comparison video, and you can see nothing is currently blinding us. But anyway, for the base itself, it's this lovely thing sitting right behind me, where we can clearly see a bunch of renewable power, and of course all the useful stuff that is a little bit exposed, so you will need to slap on a few guns, make some point defense turrets if you do want to survive with drones enabled. Pressing F10 and finding this in the spawn menu. This, which is called, I completely forgot to say what this was called, is called the CheapHab All-In-One Habitat, and it is 41 large blocks using the Economy, Decorative Block number 1 and 2, Warfare 1, Sparks of the Future, and the Wasteland DLC packs. We can see here the useful information on the Steam Workshop page, where it says it's a low PCU solution for people who want to build a base that's pretty much everything they need that they can work with in any environment. And there is the PCU limit right there. So we'll go and give this thing a thumbs up. I'll go grab hold of my character, we'll have a little look around the outside, we'll have a look at the interior, and then that will be that. So over here at the front, what we got is a set of stairs to go up into the habitat. We do have a double door for an airlock, so we won't lose any kind of precious oxygen when going in and out of this station. Looking up and over here, here is a store block so you can set up things to sell, so any kind of passers-by can just walk under here, activate this and buy up anything you don't need. We also have an auction tank right behind there, and we can see an access ladder to get all the way up to it with another one on the side. Right next to our ladder we got ourselves a medical bay or lab table type thingy, some decoration, and underneath the station this is what we get. So we can see an ATM to bank all your money. Around here we've got a ladder that goes all the way up. We then got a shelf block for a bit more decoration, then round onto the side there is a battery, and there is our basic assembler. Looking at it from this side, we do have a window block to peer inside. There is a auction farm, and we can just about make out a bed block sitting right on that corner. Over from this section, we've got a solar panel for some more renewable power. We can see a basic refinery there just to refine up anything we collect. Round onto the opposite side, we can see more window blocks to peer inside. There's an event sucking oxygen from the surrounding areas if you are on a planet that has oxygen. And there is a contract vendor which is sitting upside down. There's more windows peer inside. There is our bed block. The block on the opposite side round the corner is a toilet. I always get them mixed up when looking at the side. But there's our O2H2 generator. Then round here, we're now back at the very front. She's grabbing hold of the free camera and looking all the way up and staring down at it. There's our wind turbine, which will generate a little bit of power. You can see a couple of access points on the top in case you want to manually dump stuff inside. Dropping down and coming underneath it, that is all we can see, so it's nothing fancy under here. But there is our solar panel, our battery, and our contracts vendor. Then once again grabbing hold of our character, we now come up to this doorway and have a look on the inside. Although first of all, let's just come up this ladder all the way up to here. We do have a counter block which has our Cosmic Coffee and our Clan Cola on there, so if you're doing work up here and you get a bit thirsty, you can easily access this. We've got some windows down here to peer inside. We've got another ladder that comes all the way up to those access panels we saw earlier, so we can manually load stuff up without using our jetpack, which is always a great thing to have. As we just walk all around here, we reach everything to do any kind of repair work if we took damage, which is fantastic. But now what I can do is just jump off the edge here, open up this doorway and come on inside. So like I said, a double door for an airlock, then opening up this, closing that behind me, and this is all we can see. So on the left hand side, what we've got is our bed block, where we can just go and sleep in here. Then behind us is our kitchen block for a freight crate to store a few bits and bobs inside. Coming around to this section, here is our survival kit for a manual recharge and to respawn on. And of course we'll do a bit of refining if you need that extra help. Round here is our toilet, which you saw at the back there. I called it a bed block earlier. But dropping down underneath this air vent, here is our proper bed block to go and have a sleep. There we go. And once we come out of that bed, for some odd reason, it just dumps us into the airlock. So opening it up once again, there we go. Then just looking up and around, there's our wind turbine, and there's our ladder that goes further up into the ceiling. And yes, there are gaps in here. If I bring up the HUD, as you can see with my helmet turned off, We are not losing any oxygen, so despite it looking very precarious with how it's been set up, it is still perfectly fine to be on an oxygenless planet. There we go, that is pretty much it for the inside and outside. What I'll do for the moment is come into here and take a look at the control panel, and this is all we've got. So we can see our basic assembler, our basic refinery, we've got 2 air vents, there's our ATM, there's our bathroom, our batteries, contract vendor, O2H2 generator, oxygen farm, oxygen tank, solar panel, full cargo container, there's our survival kit and wind turbine. So we've got all the extreme basics of what you need to survive in survival mode, and it should last you until you're ready to build a big base or even a large ship with everything that this thing has. So yes, it's a lovely little base if you do want to have something to start off in a world. If you are starting in survival mode and don't really want to go from scratch, this would be a perfect thing just to spawn in your world and go from there. Because it doesn't give you too much of an advantage, but it does give you everything you need just to get rolling. So there'll be a link to it in the description below if you do wish to download it and play around with it yourself. I highly recommend you do because it's a lovely little base. I'll be back with another video some point soon. Bye bye.